And I had those moments where I would wait, because I guess you can't be too present. You kind of let it spin out, maybe a blog post elicited all these comments, then I might come in. Or I might record a video, plug it in there too, so I can just kind of talk that way and address it. But yeah, absolutely. I experienced that, but I could see the bigger it gets, the more that might be important to let things play out. I always felt guilty that I wasn't, like every day that I wasn't there. So it was a lot to do. Yes?
I just have more of a procedural question. I never heard of MOOCs before. Is it something that you take, like you can get like credit for? Or is it more, like those online classes you take where you could get CPDUs, whatever the equivalent is in your state? Like how does that?
No, that's a great question. That's a wonderful question. Again, massive open online course. This has been one of the trends that came up out of nowhere in the last couple of years in the higher ed talk. Some MOOCs give you a certificate that says, oh, you've done this and you've learned this. Other MOOCs you pay, and you might come out on the other end with something with more of a credential. San Jose State University, not my school, but the university, did a project where they ran a bunch of undergrads through a huge MOOC environment to say, oh, we can do MOOCs for undergrad education. That didn't go so well. No. Our MOOC was totally removed from that. I always say that. We were totally removed. We gave a certificate of completion. I'll tell you, we actually gave 53 to the 363 that originally started. 53 people did all the things they had to do, but still success is gauged in various ways. We also did badges. So, and that was a learning experience for me, giving people badges for different things and what that meant. Some people were like all about the badges because it motivated them. Just like getting prizes at staff day. So that it was very, very interesting. So there's various things that people can get out of it. Those takeaways you saw here, that to me is the most interesting thing when we talk about large-scale learning for professional development, which I think we should see more of in our profession. That's where it gets really interesting to me. Those takeaways. That says to me that it's a model that should be refined and used again and again. Good question. Thank you. How are we doing here?
Pretty close to
One more thought? Are we done? Yes, sir. Sorry.
How would you handle the reluctant learner? Somebody that might have dragged kicking and screaming into the 21st century.
Okay, the question is, how would you handle the reluctant learner? Okay. Kill them with kindness. Okay. Pair them up with somebody that might carry them along a bit. Find the thing that they're most interested in and make the learning about that in a kind of a roundabout way to get to what you want them to learn, right? But now here's the serious part. Professional development with team meetings. If it's in your job description and you're not doing it, it may be time for you to go. Because sometimes we're super nice, right? In our profession, we're super nice. But if we say we're a learning organization, I think we need to get behind that and be very serious about it. And that's kind of, I'm sorry to end on such a kind of a downer thing, but I think it's something to look at very seriously. And to go back to your question, if we couch that as, yeah, we are a learning organization and we will encourage you and support you and be nice as much as possible, but it's on you to learn, that's a way to go forward without it being so mean. Yes?
Well, you were talking about gaming, and it's like a lot of times working like with kids, it's like, yes, you can game or you can do something fun, but you're also responsible for learning. And that's, I'm really curious how this whole gaming thing is going to work.
Yeah, it's really interesting, especially with children. And yeah, wow, okay. We'll talk about it. I will be back at 3:50 for the wrap
it
thing.
up.
So I'll be around, and I'm here all day. If anybody wants to talk, we can talk about that further, but I think my time is slipping away.
You're fine.
So